Now, you might think this is a pretty weird opening for a vinyl community video, and I'd say you're right. I just wanted to share with you a quick little video, and we'll cut back to some records in a second. But I've been having one of the benefits of working from home through this pandemic. I've been one of the very lucky ones. Is that I've had a little ritual the past few weeks of a morning bath. Now, I'm not going to take you on that directly with me, except to say this is the scene, this is the setting. There's that lovely running water sound that you might have heard there. So this is the bathroom, but what I want to say is the bathroom is right next to what you might know, which is the handbag studio. Excuse the awful mess that's in, but I've been having, I guess, what you could call the bathroom listening session. So head in here, pick a beautiful side of record to just bathe and luxuriate and warm the mess away. So do you want to see what we've been watching, what we've been listening to? Hang about and we'll get to that. G'day everyone, cheers, welcome back. Grandma's handbag. Bathtime Blissening. If you can handle that horrible alliteration and all my unfunny jokes, step in. We got half a dozen albums, 5 albums maybe, that are good to go and have a little bath too. Clean yourself up too. So cheers. A lot of you guys said you loved the natural light, so I'm foregoing the helper, the hard helper anyway, and going with just a nice cup of Earl Grey. Always love an Earl Grey when I can get one. Anyway, you saw from the start there, Bathtime Blissening. Been very lucky to be working from home, so I thought I'd shoot a little bit of work from home porn for those stressed parents and others that have to go out in the world. And I really don't mean to rub it in, but it's actually, this has been one of the huge benefits of working from home, is I get to play these guys, which is amazing, and then just find little niches and things that I'm able to appreciate in a better way. So one of the most fortunate people, and I don't take that for granted, I hope anyway, and I don't mean honestly in any way to be rubbing any of this in. Anyway, 5 albums I've just been playing while having a bath, as you saw in that intro sequence there. We'll jump straight in. I should, before we jump straight in, say too that this is kind of inspired, not a response as such, but inspired by, I think, Carm, Gorvo31, put a question through in one of his videos a month or so ago, you know, what sort of albums do you like to listen to in the morning, you know, that morning listening. And these ones have been morning listening for me. Morning in the bath, start the day off. Spectrum with Forever Alien. So this is Sonic Boom, Pete Kemba and his band. All analog since 1997 this came out, double LP. And so I thought, you know, you're having a bath, a nice liquid warm bath, and have an analog bath to go with it. The interesting thing, if you've got a bath running, you've generally got about 20 minutes one side of a record and you're done. Also because it's winter, things are cooling down in the bath a bit quicker than you'd hope. So I've been playing side 1 of this, 3 tracks on there, lengthy ones, you know, 6-7 minutes each. Feels like I'm slipping away. The stars are so far, and close your eyes and you'll see. So very much those bubbling analog synths and droney sort of softer soundscapes. I did try side 2 with Owsley, Delia Derbyshire, Forever Alien, and that was a lot harsher. Not as enjoyable a bath time, but side 1 was doing a little bit better for me. Next one I should mention is what we got playing here. This has been a lovely little piece for bath time listening. Harmony Rockets with special guest Peter Walker. So I've definitely come through from the Harmony Rocket side of things. Harmony Rockets has got Jonathan Donahue and Grasshopper from Mercury Rev, and that was their side project. I've known them since this album, which came out in 1995. So very much an improv, experimental kind of rock, if you want to call it rock. But here you see you've got Steve Shelley on drums and Nels Cline, Grasshopper on the port guitar, Nels Cline on the starboard guitar. There's a picture of them on the back. But so this again, experimental, but very, as you can hear, sort of soft, subdued, improvised playing. I think this will be a studio recording. Some of their other ones have been live. But yeah, quite a cast of artists, and all playing pretty sympathetically on here. 2 sets of guitars. Peter Walker, the American primitivist, similar to Leo Kottke's and John Fay's, is on here as well. And this has been a lovely, lovely listen. Side 2 gets a little more frantic. The Clotho track for sure. Steve Shelley's drums start to get a little more Sonic Youth and that cyclical can style shuffling he can get into, which is sort of here. But that's been a lovely thing. Out on Tompkins Square, picked this up for a real bargain and been warming to that one. Nice pressing as well. Alright, the next few are probably a little more traditional kind of listens in a way, but Neil Young, self-titled. I mean, this album for me is that real kind of, yeah, it's a lovely listen. Again, if I'm going to pick a side 1 over side 2, the Last Trip to Tulsa, his 9-minute song on side 2, probably gets a little bit strident, stringent with his acoustic guitar, but side 1 with The Loner, If I Could Have It Tonight, Old Laughing Lady especially, it's just that layered folk rock sounds, just really something nice to relax and sink into in a way, which is what I was definitely looking for a Bathtime Blissening album. The next one, again, same artist, no surprises. Same but different. Same in that, you're still working with Neil and folk rock, but this one is unadorned. The layers are stripped back in this instance. It's just Neil and a guitar one night. People have been enjoying and really enjoying this since it came out a couple of years ago. Originally recorded in 1976, and just beautiful, beautiful album to really melt your cares away with and relax into the day with. Love it. And of course this one here, which has really been kind of an eye-opener. A while back now, Shannon D put a Joni Mitchell ranking video up there, and Joni's always been an artist who I've collected her things knowing that I need to understand better, but I need a way in, and Shannon's video is most certainly that. And she recommended this as one of the ways in. I've had it in the collection for a little while now, and said that this is probably striking that middle ground between the higher voiced, pure folk tones of Joni's earliest work, and getting in towards the more complex, jazzier and lower vocal things. And this is just a lovely album. Very not overtly sensuous, but something that really makes a lot of sense as I've been sort of immersing myself in beautiful warm waters and just letting the music wash over me the same way the water surrounds you and holds you, so lovely stuff, beautiful arrangements, the jazz inflections, and it's still that folk rock that you've been seeing with those Neil Young albums in there as well. So this has definitely introduced me in the way that I want to for Joni Mitchell. Very soothing, cleansing, Doesn't make it light of listening at all, but it certainly set me up for the other albums of Joni's that I've collected over the years, looking for that way in. So I think I'm on the way. Thank you, Shannon D, for that one. That's some short bath time listening for you. Let me know, you guys, if there's anything you like to listen to. You know, whether it's a bath. You know, records for certain moods or spaces, things that just make more sense, open you up to a different experience, you know. I know that these ones have certainly taken on a different feel and meaning for me than I would normally get with them. So, cheers everyone. Do hope you're well, take care. I've got a date, time to clean up this act.